Good morning from the ranch. Hey, weather's beautiful today. We got just wide open blue skies. Sun's out. It's 44 degrees, a slight breeze. It was 25 this morning. Yesterday was terrible. It was not terrible, I shouldn't say. It rained, which we needed. But the wind was blowing like crazy. It was cold. It felt just miserable. But today is a good day. And so I'm going to show you a couple of things we picked up here recently. And we got an unloading video I'll probably put after this. It'll be right after this that I'm fixing to show you. And that way you can see us unloading this, because it was a beautiful day when we unloaded too. But, you know, we've been plowing and disking our field up out here, or different fields and stuff, you know, because we want to plant sorghum Sudan and get something a little bit better for hay. Well, actually a lot better, not a little bit. We're going to get a lot more tonnage. How's that? And so we're excited about that, but hey, we needed something to put the seed in the ground. Well, guess what? I bought something at an auction. It was close by, not that far away. And so what I got here, voila, I got a International Harvester 5100 grain drill. Now I have this attachment goes on here. I took it off because it was just too wide for the trailer with it on there. So I got that. Everything's here. You know, I need to replace this one line. That's about it. That's one thing I really need to do on this thing. You know, do some repairs. The tongue got a little bit bent one time. That's typical on these, by the way, these IH harvesters. But man, everything's here. It's a double disc opener. If you see down there, when we say double disc, what that means is that there's two discs here, right here, to open the seed, the ground for the seed to go into. And then the seed drops. It's got spring tension, so we're good there. It's 18 drops. The total width outside of the tires is 13 feet. So this drive wheel here, marking tire right here, actually is in really good shape. Drives this side, and there's one on the other side too. But like I said, it is a 5100 model International Harvester. Now he had a drag chain back here, a long chain that he was dragging back here to cover the seed. What I'm going to do is put the actual individual chains back on there. I got some. I'll show you that here in a minute. And I'm going to restore this thing and make it look like it should. The other thing, he showed me a picture when he first bought it. It actually had all the paint on it, but he parked it outside, so it's got rust. So I want to redo this whole thing, make it look, you know, as close to, you know, new or original as I can. You know, so I'm going to replace some of this stuff, you know, after we get done planting this year. The main thing is get planting going, because we got about a month or less than a month away to plant. Seed box. Get it open. There we go, latched. Seed box is clean. I need to get a shop vac and vacuum it out, but it's very clean actually. Got a very extensive seed chart on here. You know, about everything you could possibly think of that we would plant. Main thing is the Sudan grass. We're going to plant sorghum Sudan. I know what my rates are. Right now, he's got it calibrated for this. This is where it's calibrated for a sorghum Sudan mega green. And he's got it set to 25 pounds per acre. I'm going to change that because I'm actually going to use something different. I'm going to use a BMR version, you know, brown midrib version of sorghum Sudan. And I think I know which one I'm going to use. And we'll have another video on that later. But man, this thing's in really good condition. I like it. I think one of the tubes I need to replace. I think it's this one right here. It's got a little cut in it. So we got a little cut in this tube right there. That's the only one that I seen that had a problem. So very good machine, very tight machine. And it's been used for exactly what I want to use it for. So anyway, let me close this. So I had to unhook that little latch right there. But so I got this in the auction. And it came with something else. It came with another one. There was two together in one lot. Okay. So this is a International Harvester 510 model. Now all the parts on this are interchangeable. That's what he was using it for, was a parts. And so all the parts are interchangeable. Now what I want to do is I'm going to pull these off, because I want to use those on the 5100. And then I'm going to either sell it as is, or I'm going to go and and rebuild this one and then sell it after I get it rebuilt also. So this is a 510 model, very clean seed box, by the way. See if I can open it up here. They got straps on there still. Yeah, I really can't get in it right now. Maybe later I'll be able to show you that. But I still got the straps on it from unloading. You know, so it's missing a couple of drops. Missing a couple of the disc openers. I think was there one missing right there? And let's see here. I think that's it. There's only one missing. And then there's, you know, of course, the actual tubes are missing. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3 tubes missing. That's it. I mean, this thing, I can get this thing back together. The tire on that side is holding air. It's a little bit messed up. Tire on this side is not holding air, but it looks like it's a good tire still. I haven't tried airing it up yet. We're going to work on that. We'll plug it, whatever we need to do to get air in it. But this is a really straight machine also. Now, the difference between this one and the other one, the reason why I'm going to keep the other one instead, really, that one uses hydraulics to lift and lower and to engage the drive mechanism in the disc. This one right here uses rope on each side to engage or disengage the seed drops. And so this right here is perfect for somebody who's doing food plots, doesn't have rear hydraulics on their tractor, something like that. This thing will actually plant. Very good for you. Or if you got an older tractor and you just want to go plant fields, it'll do that also. So we're going to do some, you know, if we don't sell it, we're going to go ahead and put it for sale as is. If we don't sell it, we'll start rebuilding it. And then once we get it rebuilt, we'll sell it. It'll sell pretty easily once we get it going. There's a few repairs we need to do. You can see over in there, we got a repair to do. We got to straighten this out. Of course, we can do that, you know, if we get to that point of us doing it. But we can fix all that. That's not a problem. Anyway, so 2 good machines for one price. I'm ecstatic. Very ecstatic on this. This is awesome. You know, we got one that's ready to go. And just, you know, I need to fix one little drop, you know, tube, and that's about it. And then move the chains over, and we're set. So we're good to go. So that's good. We got that. Also, we're going to walk back over here to the truck. We got to get back to work on the shop. Weather's starting to get nicer on the weekends, hopefully. It's been like cold and raining every weekend, so we haven't really done much. So probably tomorrow we'll start welding again. But if you look over there, we got to get up in the air a little bit now to start welding. So we got to do 5 foot up, put another round of purlins or whatever you want to call them. I forgot what they call them now. But we got all the metal to do that with, but we got to be able to get up there to do it. So what I did is I ordered something from Home Depot. So I got scaffolding. Goes up to, it's a 2-tier system. Goes up to 15 total feet to the second deck. So we got to get that unloaded. It's on wheels. I got lock wheels on it, and you can see it came in 3 boxes. So we're going to unload that. So we got to get the pallet fork on the Mahindra here and get it cranked up and get it going. You know, go get the pallet fork. Then we'll set it up over there. Now I got a lot of glass over here from when we repaired my window, and I had Mario Vaughn do that. Show you that again. It's still on. I got to take the blue tape off, not leave it all like I did on my truck that one time. But the window's still on. I still got to do some cleanup on it. Haven't done it yet. It's been like cold and really, really cold. And so we'll get that. But we got to get this thing unloaded. One of the other things I need to do with this tractor is I got to fix the hydraulic leaks back here. It's right here is where it's leaking at. When the dealer who I was using replaced this thing under warranty, they didn't put the seals back in evidently, because it's just leaking like a sieve, man. This is not good. Not good. But we'll fix it. So let me get the tractor started here. So we got to get started here. It's already, I don't know what time it is. It's already getting late. And but it was cold this morning. I was like freezing. And the ground was still wet. It's 11 o'clock already. But the ground was wet because we did get rain yesterday. You can see there's still some water over in the concrete over there. See that? So we did get rain. So That was good. We need rain really bad. I mean, that was not enough to get us out of the drought, but that we're in a little mini drought here. It's not good. Hopefully that doesn't mean we're gonna have a drought this spring. So that would not be good at all. The one good thing about sorghum Sudan is it's pretty drought tolerant. We just got to get it in the ground and get it going. Get some rain on it to get it germinated, and then we should be good to go. It's got a deep root in it. So now here it grows easy in our soils. But anyway, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get tractor started. Okay, we'll let that guy warm up a little bit for a minute. It's cold. So we got this to get together. Like I said, we welding tomorrow, probably on it, probably not today, I don't think. And let's see here, what else we got to do? I need to go check this water line while this thing's heating up, warming up a little bit. Because my water I forgot to turn the water off up there and drain that line out. So I got to make sure we're not leaking in somewhere, because I got this water line running on the ground right now. And maybe here in a couple of weeks I can get a trencher out here, fix this line, and retrench down into the barn where it's supposed to be at. And oh, by the way, this is another drill we got. This is a International Harvester Model 10 that Alex bought. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to restore this thing, and then we're going to sell it. It uses single disc openers. Really good drill, actually. It's got a McCormick drill chart in there, which is the same as the Model 10. So we're going to, and plus it's got the hydraulic down pressure. It's not mechanical, it's actually hydraulic. So we're going to restore this guy, and we're going to put it up for sale also. It uses some of the same parts. It's, you know, it's just a older model, but hey, this thing will plant. It'll plant pretty easily. So we got that to restore. So I gotta make sure water, okay, yeah, water's back out there already, so that's good. So yeah, so everything's unfroze. That's gotta make sure there's no leaks. Because I got, like I said, I got a water hose running over here. And I did check the water in the barn. It was not frozen there, it was froze out here, of course. So yeah, so we gotta get that going. We gotta get all this stuff, start cleaning up. You see the grass starting to grow, which is not good, you know, good, but I got a lot of cleaning to do still. So I gotta get all this moved out so we can clean it or spray it or something. But yeah, we got work to do. Lots of work to do. Spring is almost, well, technically spring is here, but realistically it's still cold.
actually have a track there.
Well, good morning from the ranch. It's a windy day, but we gotta get some work done. So what we're out here welding today on the fence. So instead of worry about doing these cuts on these saddle cuts on these pipe, stuff like that, what I do, I just buy these things. This is so much easier. And you put one over here on this side. Yeah, right here, let me get it right here where I can see it. Yeah, you put these saddle cuts, you weld them on, and you put one, I'm gonna put two, one here, one here. And then you put your pipe in, and you put same thing on the other side, you'll saddle cut with the pipe extended up already, that way it's already in between there. And then you just weld the pipe. So it's easy. A lot easier than having to worry about doing saddle cuts, that kind of stuff. I don't got time for that. Time is money. Now I could do stick welding, but my eyesight is terrible nowadays. I mean, I can't see up close very good. So I have to wear my reading glasses when I'm welding. And that even makes it worse for stick welding. And I can get this done a lot quicker just doing, you know, flux core wires. So that's what we're doing today. Said the wind is pretty tough, but it's blowing in a direction where if it does catch on fire, it's gonna stop right there at the dirt. So don't worry about that. So I'm gonna set y'all up. I'm gonna do some welding, and we're gonna put music over this. Trust me, it's loud out here with all the generator running and all the wind. So anyway, let me get y'all set up. By the way, I get these pre-cuts out of a place in Ben Wheeler, Texas. And this is a 2 7/8 to a 2 7/8. So 2 7/8 inch pipe, 2 7/8 inch cross. They can get different sizes. You're gonna do a 2 3/8 cross, 2 3/8 pipe, whatever you want. They do make them, so just letting you know that. So it's pretty simple. I like it.